Hello, friends. My name is Ismail Shahtakhtinski, and I'm the principal immigration attorney at I.S.Law from today's Thursday, September 7, 2023. It's 12:39 p.m. Washington, D.C. time, but it's 9:39 a.m. in Los Angeles, California, where I am currently on a small business slash vacation trip. I have an individual hearing for a client tomorrow. And since we haven't taken much of the vacations during the summer with my family, we kind of combined it briefly. So I am currently in Los Angeles, California. It's a beautiful weather here, but I didn't want to miss the chance to talk to you guys, to answer any questions anyone has. So, and I wanted to briefly share some immigration news with you. But this session, we have this weekly live stream where I discuss an immigration topic and then I answer questions from our audience members, but this one is going to be brief. I will do my best again to answer questions. Please post it in the chat section. Please also like and subscribe to our channel. Again, my name is Ismail Shahtakhtinski, and I'm the principal immigration attorney. I'm on a small business trip for an individual hearing here in Los Angeles, California tomorrow. And I combined it with a brief family vacation. So excuse the background music, but I will briefly share the news and answer the questions from our audience members. So in immigration news, what we have is recently the journalists in the United States found out that apparently the USCIS Immigration and Customs Enforcement officers and CBP officers, they create fake social media profiles, and they even befriend immigrants in the social media to gather information about them. Why it is important, and it's all over the news now, and different news outlets. Some claim that this may be unlawful search, invasion of privacy, which may be true, but it's not going to save immigrants if there is any derogatory information that these officers find online pretending to be someone else. But why it's important is, for any asylum applicants, any immigration benefit applicants, whether it's marriage-based case, asylum case, cancellation of removal, you need to be aware that immigration officers it's not news that they will look into your social media account, but how deeply they will look into it is something that is news. That they create even their own profiles. They go through the social media accounts, search for information, and gather information in deciding cases. So be extremely careful with this. There may be something that you don't want immigration office to see, something personal, or don't post something that you don't want immigration office to know or to see. So and something as innocent as if it's a marriage-based case, as innocent as posting a photograph with a friend of yours of the opposite sex may create this kind of presumption that your marriage is a fake marriage because you posted a picture with someone else. You never know how biased or how easily manipulated these officers are by the information they find on your social media accounts. And same with asylum applicants. When you applied for asylum and you're claiming one thing, and if there isn't derogatory information in social media about the basis of your claim or the facts that you're alleging, that can cause serious problems. So be extremely careful. I wasn't surprised by this news, to let you know, because I know and I've known how immigration officers, how the USCIS fraud department officers, the immigration and customs enforcement, how deeply they do research, investigate, and gather information. I had a case, it was alleged marriage fraud case, where the USCIS was digging deep to see if the client of mine had previous fake marriage. Not this marriage, but the previous fake marriage. They didn't even apply for any immigration benefits. And then we filed the Freedom of Information Act request to get all the information about the USCIS information that they have on this client. Typically, the USCIS, when they send us the entire copy of the file, Freedom of Information Act request, which is also known as FOIA, is something that you can file with the USCIS to get a copy of your entire file. Basically, USCIS has to release everything they have, but typically they can and they do black out the law enforcement sections. But in this case, I don't know if it was a sloppy officer, whoever was handling the FOIA request, but they didn't black out those, investigation and law enforcement sections, and they basically released everything. And back then, when I saw it, I was a little bit shocked, to the extent to which they do the investigations. They question neighbors, they question relatives, they take notes, they follow different leads, and so on and so forth to determine if the applicant's prior marriage was legit or fraudulent. So anyway, when I saw that extent, it was kind of chill, to find out how deep how thorough they do investigations. So just so that they do it, and now this information is public, that they do create social media profiles. And sometimes I wonder if some of those friend requests on social media that I receive, which is pretending to be some good-looking woman or so on, is some immigration officer pretending to be one and sending those friend requests. But anyway, luckily, I'm married, and I decline those friend requests most of the time, all the time. So, so I will now go through the questions, and I will do my best to answer all of the questions. But as I said, this live stream is going to be a little bit brief. Join us next Thursday at 12:30 p.m. New York time. But again, I'll do my best to answer any questions, but this one is going to be a little bit brief. So Tesfaldet is writing, hello, Tesfaldet. Emin Mamadov says, hello, Ismail. I'm a software developer employed remotely by a US-based company. We initially opted for a J1 visa instead of H1B due to the longer processing time for the latter. Despite having all required documentation, I've been rejected twice the J1 visa under reason 214B. The 214B is not sufficient proof of non-immigrant intent. My colleagues have successfully moved to US with the same J1 visa. I was also previously issued an F1 but could not utilize it. Could your firm help me explore alternatives on pathways for US relocation, such as? Yes, of course, we can. It seems like you have a very case-specific question. You can contact. I will indicate here the contact information which you can use to schedule a consultation. If you go to our website, ISLawfirm.com, you will see this, but I will also post it here, the link which you can use to schedule a consultation. Guys, whoever joined us, again, this live stream is going to be brief, but I will do my best to answer all of the questions. So if you have any questions, post your question in the chat section. All right. So you can use this link. You will have a calendar open, and you'll be able to book a day and time of your choice online, and you'll have your consultation scheduled. Dumas is writing, hello, if CBP denied your travel authorization in the parole humanitarian and you don't have criminal case, is there any chance to try again? So it depends on why did they deny your travel authorization in humanitarian parole? Was it filed affirmatively here in the United States, or does it mean that you came to the US border and asked to be paroled? And what kind of proof you had, what kind of documents you had, what kind of evidence you had to demonstrate the humanitarian urgency why you should be allowed paroled into the United States. So there is a chance to try again, but my recommendation would be, if you didn't have a lawyer first time, at least the second time, hire a lawyer. Work with a lawyer, competent immigration lawyer who is experienced in humanitarian parole cases, and let them help you. That's then you'll have some chance to try to fix this. All right, guys, for anybody who joined, thank you so much again. I'm on a brief business trip. I have an individual hearing tomorrow in Los Angeles, California. That's why, you hear the background music. I'm here at the hotel yard, but I didn't want to miss the chance. That's why I'm having this live stream. The brief done though. So I answered some of the questions, and I briefly shared the information about the USCIS and other immigration officers creating social media accounts and doing thorough investigations on immigrants through social media accounts. I just want to give you all a heads up and wanted to make sure that you're all aware of this. And finally, I answered some of the questions through chat section, but I have to go. It's 12:50 p.m. in New York time. So thank you so much for joining. Please join us next Thursday at 12:30 p.m. New York time, Washington, D.C. time, where we have weekly live stream where I will share more immigration news and I will answer questions on the chat section from all our audience. Thank you so much and have a great day and have a great rest of the week. Bye-bye.